Hello, welcome to Alice's Magical Podcast, chapter 32, Alice's Magical Part 2 Catchup.
Alice's Magical Part 2 Catchup, is that what we've gone with? Yeah. Okay. And we're also trying to record this as a video podcast, aren't we?
Yeah.
See if that works.
Yeah.
So,
because we might be putting this out on YouTube.
Might be putting it on YouTube. There's a nice background behind us. We can't tell you what it is because at the moment it's not there, but it will be there.
Yes,
right?
it will.
Okay.
Because at the moment we just have a green screen.
Don't spoil the illusion.
It's behind the screens, Daddy.
It is behind the screen too.
Yes.
Maybe there's a big monster on there right now.
Hey, there's
And
not
maybe there's a butterfly. No.
A butterfly book.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever, you know, you've got to decide this stuff later on. Right,
Whatever the director chooses.
This is what I've got to deal with now. Right, so we recorded part 31.
Yes.
And now this is
part 31. Part 1, episode 31, Catchup.
Yeah.
Not ketchup.
You said ketchup yesterday.
I said ketchup now.
And yesterday.
Yes, and yesterday.
And yesterday. So this is episode 32, chapter 32, part 2. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So what are we talking about today? Why have you dragged me back?
Because we have more books to talk about.
Always more books. Okay. So,
always more books. Bam!
So what are we going to be? What are we going to be talking about then?
So we're going to be talking about the first book we're going to be talking about.
Is this where I've got to do my job?
Yeah, this is where you got to do your job. Is Little Women.
Pardon?
Little Women.
Oh. Littler Women.
Yeah.
Littler Women.
Cool.
So, because I saw this, I saw you reading this, and I thought it was Little Women, but with, like, pretty pictures on it. But no, this is Littler Women.
By Laura Schaefer?
Laura Schaefer, yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because look, the people who published it is called Schaefer.
No. The people that published it are called Simon and Schuster.
Oh, but why is it called, says Schaefer up there?
Because that's her name.
It's not her name. Her name's Laura.
Oh.
And also, by the way, listeners, it's not Laura Ellen Andersen.
Well, no, because if it was Laura Ellen Andersen, you just said that, wouldn't you?
No.
Look, this next book, which I'm not going to show you yet, has got the name on the spine as well. The name of the author is always on the spine of the book.
But it has her second name, not her first name.
Because it's a small book.
It's not a small book.
Look at the size of it. And compared to this one, oh, spoiler alert, right? That is a small book, so they couldn't fit a whole... Don't worry about it. Just tell us about the book.
So this book is basically about a little woman, but made for children. Children's side book.
Yeah.
Children's size. Da, 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 da. Why are you looking at me like that for? Even though I'm looking at the camera and I'm looking at you on the computer.
Exactly. This is why it's getting confusing, isn't it?
Yes.
You don't know what's going on.
Because you're supposed to be that side, and no, you're supposed to be that side, and then I'm supposed to be that side.
Yeah. But you're not. So don't worry about it. Are you confused? Is this like because Ant and Dec are supposed to sit on the same side, and because today we're sitting on different sides, you're confused?
Yes. No. It's because the camera switched.
Yeah, it's mirrored the image.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Sorry, I bumped there.
Yes, okay. Right, so what are you going to tell us about this book? Because you told us nothing so far.
I told you something. It's a book made for little children of a little woman.
Yeah, okay. Right, so have you finished the book?
Yes.
Did you enjoy the book?
Yes.
Would you recommend the book?
Yes.
What would you give the book out of 10?
10.
10?
Yeah.
Now,
Also,
have you read Little Women?
No.
You've seen the film?
Yeah. Because it's a big chunky leather book. It's big and chunky, and I don't like it. I do like it, but it's a bit chunky. for my reading eyes, and I do not appreciate that. Are you frozen or something?
No, just wondering what is going on. Right, so what was you going to say about this book?
That I felt really sad for Joe at the moment. It's a bit of a spoiler though. But Amy threw Joe's notebook into the fire. She did do that.
I like the way you said, "Oh, this is really sad and a spoiler," and then got thrown into the fire. What's that?
I don't
It's either sad or it's funny. What is it?
It's sad.
Okay. But saying it out loud made you laugh.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Anything else about this book?
I felt like really sad for all four of them as well, because their father couldn't live with them for 1 year, and he was injured.
Yep.
And hurt, and had to go in hospital in Washington DC.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay. So what's the next book we've got?
Blue Bottle Mystery in Asperger
Adventure.
Yes.
And this is by
Katie Hoopman.
Kathy Hoopman. Illustrated by Rachael Smith and adapted by Mike Medagila. Yeah. I recognise that name.
What?
I recognise Mike's name. Why do I know his name?
Because of Taskmaster?
Why? No, he's not on Taskmaster. Like, what? Because somebody called Mike is on Taskmaster right now. That is the worst tangent I've ever known. I'm sorry. Right. So this is a graphic novel, isn't it? This is a graphic novel. So, do you want to tell us about this?
That there's this boy called Ben, and he's the one with the brown hair.
Yeah.
And this is his friend Andy with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
And Ben has Asperger.
Yeah, Asperger's. Yeah.
Yeah. And his teacher at the beginning is really mean to him.
Right.
Because her mother got sick and
Died.
yes.
This is still a podcast, you know. You can't just do hand signals.
I'm trying to get my neck away from the microphone and trying to talk to it at the same time. It's pretty crazy. But anyway, they find a blue bottle in the ground.
Not fancy.
And then they make wishes on it, 3 wishes each.
Mhm.
Because this is what happens. It's quite a miracle. So it says, "Do you think there could be a blue bottle in this garden?" What? Even Andy can't get used to my sudden changes of conversation. Sometimes I hold a half conversation on my own before saying anything aloud. A blue bottle. Wow. As soon as he says it, a blue bottle comes to the ground.
Amazing.
Crazy. Let's see if we can get it out. It's empty. It's pretty. Maybe I'll give it to Miss Browning Lever. What? Why? After the way she treated you this morning?
You never read books out loud on this podcast.
Well, I did once.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they make wishes on it. I wish for heaps and heaps of money.
Well, I'm going to stop you there because I don't want you to read through the whole book.
I'm not. I'm just reading out the wishes.
All right, finish off the wishes then.
I wish I was really tall and I had huge muscles and that the coach would beg me to be on a basketball team. And I want all the computers in the whole world. I want 1,000,000 more wishes. And I want Scott and Try to blow up a purse everywhere. And I wish there was no school ever again.
I mean, I agree with some of these wishes, but some of them I don't approve of as a father. So.
What ones do you agree with?
Well, I don't agree with the computer.
Why not?
Why would you want all the computers in the world? That's just greedy.
Because he doesn't have a computer and he really wants one.
Right, so in that case, I want a computer, or I want a really good computer. Not I want all the computers in the world, because then all that means is that he has all the computers and there's no computers for anyone else, which means nothing gets done. It's a bad wish. The money one I agree with. Otherwise, they're flaky at best.
What about the basketball one?
No, I'm not fully on board with that either, actually.
What about that one?
A million more wishes. That's cheating. You can't wish for more wishes. That's the law.
And also, what about trying Scott to blow up everywhere?
Well, I don't know who Scott and Troy are, so I don't know if this is a good idea.
They're bullies to him.
Right, okay.
And what about
blow up
school?
and burst everywhere.
Yeah.
The school one, no, you need school. Right, so did you enjoy this book?
Yeah.
What was your favourite thing? Was it the story? Was it the pictures?
I liked the pictures, but also it was a bit weird because his teacher got married to his dad.
Oh. That's not usual. No. It does happen, I suppose.
But he didn't even know that he was his teacher.
Oh, when they first started going out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm.
Okay. So what would you give this book?
I would give it a yes.
We're back to this already?
Yes.
Out of 10?
Yes. Why are you staring at me like that?
Because I'm waiting for a number.
I'll give it a 10. That means 30.
Can't give it 30 out of 10. But you really like this book?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, really recommend it?
Yeah.
Did it help you?
Yeah, it did.
I hadn't asked the question. What did it help you with?
Help me with understanding Asperger.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is the question I was going to ask you, but don't be so presumptive.
I can read minds, you know.
Can you? What am I thinking right now?
Ice cream. Podcast. Microphone. Don't bang on the table. Don't bang the microphone.
Yeah, pretty much. Right. Oh, right, I'm going to take it back. Okay.
And also, just before we start, it's time for Little People, Big Dreams. Bam.
That's a jingle. That's the new jingle.
Little People, Big Dreams. Bam.
So, we're going to start off with one of these books that I know the person very well. I mean, when I say I know the person very well, I don't know this person. I know of the person.
Yes.
I've known of the person for a long time. So the first one we've got is Little People, Big Dreams, Rupaul.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to tell me about Rupaul?
That he dressed as a lady and a man.
He's a man,
Yes.
but he dresses as a lady.
Yeah.
And what do they call that?
Gay.
No. Drag.
Drag. Yes. He is a drag queen.
Yes. But he's also gay.
Yes. He is also gay.
But it's not doesn't have to go hand in hand. Sometimes you get people that wear women's clothes that are not gay. But drag queens, I mean, they've always been around since I've been alive, but in recent years, mainly because of RuPaul, they become really popular in the mainstream.
Yeah. And also that he wore a prom dress with army boots on stage.
Yeah?
Yeah, he did. Look. Yeah.
I bet it wasn't army boots. I bet you now it was Doc Martens, because that's what the best people wear.
No, it said
Other brands of boots are
kicked out
available.
of high school, moved to Atlanta to study performing arts. Playing with his first punk band, everyone wondered. Playing with his first punk band, he mixed a prom dress with army boots on stage. See?
Yeah, no, I know, but they're not saying the brand of boots, and I'm saying it was probably Doc Martens. But it could have been another brand at the same time. Right, so what else did you learn from this book?
That you can just be whoever you want to be.
Yeah?
And that you don't need to follow the rules of what other people think.
Yeah.
And that you can be different to other people.
Yeah.
And if you're a boy, you can wear dresses, and if you're a girl, you can wear trousers and t-shirts like I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
I think it's becoming more. I think you're getting more gender neutral clothes now than you used to.
Yeah.
So.
Look, that's him.
That's right. Yeah.
What happened in 2020 to him?
Nothing. It's just that this book was made in 2020.
No, it wasn't. It was made this year.
Okay, so because the book has come out this year, they can't use a picture from this year, can they?
No.
They have to use a picture from last year.
Yeah, but why is he doing that for?
He's just posing for a photo. But your auntie Katie is a big fan of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, because she even asked to read this book.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, because she was there when I took it home.
Oh, you're gonna let her have it?
No, I let her read it.
You know what I mean.
Yes.
So, did you like this book?
Yeah.
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 Did it help you understand what RuPaul does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Anything else?
Can't think of anything else.
No. Score.
Yeah.
Score.
Ba ba ba. Da 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 da. 10.
That was Mario. That was a little Mario thing there, wasn't it? Almost. That sounded a little bit like when you get the power moons in Mario Brothers.
Oh. But it doesn't even make that sound in Super Mario Odyssey.
Kind of.
No, it doesn't.
Whatever. Right, this one is Hans Christian Andersen.
Hey!
What?
I'm the director here.
You're the talent.
No, I'm the director.
So I'm the talent.
You're the talent of doing the editing. You're the talent of speaking. You're the talent of telling dad jokes.
I'm the talent in charge of pressing the stop button. Right. So go on then. Tell everyone who this book is.
Hi, Christian Andersen. Da, 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 da. Guess what? It's another Little People Big Dreams. Bam!
So, Hans Christian Andersen, to my knowledge, is famous for writing fairy tales.
Yes.
Specifically, if I remember rightly, The Little Mermaid.
Yep.
And
Emperor's New
Clothes, and The Snow Princess.
No, Snow Queen.
The Snow Queen, which is what was the inspiration for Frozen.
Yes.
Yep. And what else did he write?
He also wrote The Ugly Duckling.
Yes.
He also... I don't think he wrote Little Red Riding Hood.
I think that might be Grimm.
Actually, we can look in here because I know there's a picture of all this stuff.
All right, well, you talk about the book and I will find the picture.
He did... I just liked the way he... like.
Where did he come from, first of all? Where was he born?
He was born in...
Right, microphone, camera. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
He was born in the little kingdom of Denmark, and I was a bit sad for him because he was very poor.
Yeah?
Yeah. And that he fell in love with this... you went past it. You just went past it.
Carry on.
And then... I just felt really sad for him because and because and his father died when he was young. So I found out what other books he wrote. It's Thumbelina.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? Swan?
Swan Lake.
Probably.
Emperor's New Clothes, because you've got a naked... He's got his bum out. He's got his bum out, look. I really hope we can get Maxine Lee-Mackie on, who illustrated this book, to explain why she made that creative choice, quite frankly. And what else did you learn about Hans Christian Andersen?
That he never let his feelings get in his way. He always wrote them down.
Yep.
And...
Oh!
Wait.
What can you tell me? What was his legacy? What did they...
He really wanted to art. He really wanted to dance.
No, what was his legacy? So,
Wait, the legacy.
obviously, his legacy are his books. His legacy are his books,
yes.
Right? And what we are left with. But what about his birthday? What do we do on his birthday?
That we celebrate Book Day?
Yeah. So, of all the people, they could have chosen to, they could have kind of represented on World Book Day. Mm-hmm. They chose his birthday for us to have World Book Day.
I know that. I read it.
So did I just now. You could have told me that. Why didn't you tell me that?
I forgot.
Right, so, did you like this one?
Yeah.
Out of 10?
10.
Is that almost standard?
Yeah.
Are there any Little People Big Dream books that aren't a 10?
I nearly wanted to spit that water out. Then.
What, because of what I said was so disgusting?
No.
What's some more?
But all of them are going to be a 10.
All of them are going to be a 10. I'm
squinting.
Why?
Close my eyes.
Why?
I'm watching you, mate. I'm watching you.
Do you know what doesn't make good video or podcast content? Do you know what doesn't make very good podcast content or video content?
What?
Somebody coughing.
I couldn't help it.
You could add some more water. Aha. Yeah, this is someone else that I know.
And also, Little People Big Dreams, bam! Andy Warhol. Have you actually met him in real life?
Yes.
Really?
No.
Oh.
He died. He wasn't very old when he died.
No, he was in his 30s and he died.
No, he wasn't in his 30s.
He was in his 50s when he died.
Yeah. Right, so what can you tell me about Andy Warhol?
That.
Because I can tell you something about Andy Warhol.
Right, tell me.
No, I'll tell you at the end.
Oh.
Just in case you already know it.
Tell me now.
No, tell me about Andy Warhol. Tell me about Andy Warhol.
Okay. That when he was young, he couldn't even share one piece of his artwork, not even to his family, because he was too shy to do it.
This is going really well. Right, start it again.
So he couldn't show a single artwork to his family because he was a bit too shy.
Right. And
when he was 8, his legs shook like a marionette.
A marionette?
Yeah.
Do you know what a marionette is? Okay.
Katie looked up.
It's a puppet.
Yeah, I know.
It's a puppet.
Grace, it's a puppet.
Okay.
Why are you saying it's a puppet?
That's a joke for the grown-ups. Right. So what else?
He joined this art club and he felt like an invisible man. Mhm. Because he was so shy. Mhm. And he drew soup cans. Mhm. Tomato soup cans. Mhm. And he drew 32 pictures of 32 soup cans. 32 soup cans. And then he created
He created put your finger in your mouth and whip it out art, did he?
No, I'm trying to do the pop noise.
Can you do the pop noise? There you go.
I was using the wrong finger, that was why.
Well, go in.
Art.
Art. Give up. So.
I'm making noise though.
So, have you? Because I mean, obviously, there's they've made their own versions of his art in this book.
Yeah.
Have you actually seen the real art that he made, the actual pictures that he made? Have you seen those? No? Well. Andy Warhol was probably... So when I was at school and I did art, I really enjoyed art, and I particularly loved pop art. And it was Andy Warhol and Roy Lichtenstein.
I thought it was Jean Basquiat.
Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Yeah, because he worked with him.
Yes, but he didn't really do pop art. His art was different.
Yeah.
But him and Roy Lichtenstein were like the pioneers of pop art, and I really, really like pop art even now. So after this, I will show you some of Andy Warhol's work. Unless, of course, we put some on the screen while we're talking about it. Who knows? There could be a giant banana there.
Or maybe a soup can.
Or maybe a soup can over there. I don't know. We'll still have to wait and see. But
Probably not, though.
Probably not. But anyway, so I'm a big fan of Andy Warhol, and that was good. So do you want to know my facts about Andy Warhol?
Yes, please.
Andy Warhol was at WrestleMania 1.
What do you mean WrestleMania 1?
He was at WrestleMania 1.
So he was a wrestler as well?
No, he was there as a guest.
Alright.
But
Did you see him there?
No, because I was 2 when WrestleMania 1 happened. So no.
But how did you know he was there though then?
Because it was recorded. It's on TV. You can go and watch it. We could go and watch it right now.
We can't know, because we're in the middle of a...
Nah, who worries about podcasts? No.
Hey, it's my podcast, and I'm
Exactly.
the director here.
If it was my podcast, then that's different, but it's your podcast, so, you know.
And I'm the director, and it's the end of Little People Big Dreams.
Right, so what have we got next?
We have the world who wanted more.
Who taught you how to say things? Was it Zack Snyder? Is that why you've got to draw everything out and make it 4 hours longer than it needs to be?
It's not 4 hours long.
It really is. Right, so we've got The Wow Who Wanted More.
By Rachael Bryant and illustrated by Jim Field.
There you go. So what you can tell me about this book?
Let's read the subtitles first.
Subtitles? What subtitles?
Subtitles at the bottom of the microphones.
What?
Yeah, look, there's subtitles right here. And it says, to be continued.
I think we might need to stop recording.
Hey, don't you dare.
Oh, I dare, all right. So, look, what are you going to tell me about this book? I don't know anything about this book except there's a wow on the front, and he wanted more. Which, more what? More of Alice's ramblings? More Andy Warhol pictures? I don't know. What can you tell me about this book?
So who always collected stuff. Then when he woke up, he just didn't feel like it was special anymore, and he wanted more.
Yeah. How do you like it?
It was good, but when he met Crystal the crab, she told him to stop, because it's friendship that he really needs.
Oh, so basically this is about... It's not about what you have, material-wise. It's about the things that you can't buy, like friendship and happiness, and an original Andy Warhol painting. So it's very expensive. You really can't afford them. So
how can you afford them on the computer? So then you could show me.
Because you don't own them. You just see a photo. Right. So did you like this book?
Yeah.
How much did you like this book?
I like it really, really, really much.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really, really, really much?
Yeah, really, really, really much.
Great English. So, what score are we giving this book?
I'm giving it a score Yes, yes, yes. I'm giving this score a yes, yes, yes.
What?
I'm not squinting, by the way.
You're not... I don't know what you're doing right now. Right, what's the score?
I'm doing a 10, 10, 10. Up to the top, up to the top, up to the top of the computer screen. Up to the top, up to the top, up to the top of your device screen.
Okay.
Oh, that one, Nick, that one.
This one. Well, look, don't... Look, I didn't put these books in a pile. This is what I've been given. So tell everyone what the book is.
The book is called I Go.
Do you know what I wish?
What?
I wish you would go quiet. So this has got quotes on the front by Philip Pullman and Neil Gaiman.
And also... Corelli.
Bickford Smith.
And also...
Who's that? Who's...
Oh, probably an author and then...
Probably an author. Brilliant.
And also there's 2 on the back. And also actually 3 on the back.
Stephen Fry, David Eggers and Laura Dockrell. A lot of people like this book. So David Ouimet.
Ouimet.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Okay.
And also, I just want to talk about this book for a bit of a long time because when I read The Blow, it just really reminded me of me, like how sometimes I go a bit quiet.
Yeah, but it's never at the right time. Like now would be a good time for you to go quiet. No, so go on. Tell me about this.
And that, that it's good to be different, and like how you can sometimes be quiet, but then sometimes you can be really, 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 really loud.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think, well, we're both like that, aren't we?
Well, all of us are like that.
Well, some people aren't. Some people don't have that. Some people are very, like, on all the time. Switched on all the time.
But sometimes they're just very, 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 very quiet. Sometimes they don't even talk at all.
That's right. So this person on the book looks a bit like a mouse.
Yeah, but it's a mask.
It's a mask.
Yes, it's a mask.
Okay. So this is a bit like... There's your microphone there. Mm-hmm. This is a bit like a graphic novel again. Yes. But I'd say it's strange because if you look, there's just a sample there. Like there's not many words. Like when we looked at the last graphic novel, there was like panels.
Yeah.
But the pictures in this book are actually quite big. Mm. So rather than it being a bit like a comic book, it's almost like a picture book, I suppose. But it's beautiful, isn't it? Yes. Really is pretty. So what else do you want to tell us about this book?
I just really love this book and I really, 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 really recommend it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did you find out about this book?
I just bought it in Chicken and Frog.
So you just saw it? You didn't hear about it or anything?
No, I just wanted it.
Wow. That's really nice. Okay. So that's I Go Quiet. What do you want to give it?
I'll give it a 100-star review.
100-star review?
Yeah.
Very good. I like the way it's gone from 10 to 100. Brilliant. That's good. Okay, what have we got next?
It is brave to cry. It's brave to cry.
It's Brave to Cry.
It's very, very brave.
By Rebecca Robinson
to cry.
and Emanuela Ntamacl. So, what can you tell me about this book?
No. So Clay comes home from school one day and he feels like very stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
And so he asked all the important people that he thinks are very brave. So he asks a firefighter, scuba diver, window cleaner, and his very own teacher. And and they all cry.
Yeah.
Because he was wondering if they ever cry.
Okay. So did this book, did it resonate with you?
Mhm.
Yeah. Did it not answer questions, but you could kind of understand what the character was going through? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So anything else you want to tell me about this book?
I can't think of anything else.
No. Okay. Do you recommend it?
Yes, I do.
And what score are you going to give it out of 10?
I am going to give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Now, the last book we've got to talk about today is The Best Worst Day Ever by Sophy Henn. Because I met Sophy Henn and I got this signed copy of it. And I read it and it was really good.
So that's the inscription on the book, isn't it?
And you just hit your microphone.
Don't worry about my microphone. Carry on.
And so it's about this boy here called Arthur, and he's really angry because he's had a really bad day.
Yep.
So he packs his bag and goes to the end of the garden, and when he turns back, there's a forest beyond him.
So it's the end of the garden,
Yeah.
and then he turns around.
No, he lays there for a bit
Right, and then he turns around,
to go back.
and the house is gone, and there's a forest.
Yeah. Because the house is on the other side
Oh.
of the forest.
What would you do if that happened to you?
I would run for my life and I would go, ah! And I would run home.
I don't believe you.
I would.
Just because that's where the books are. So, is that all you want to say about this book?
And so he meets Bear, Elephant and Lion, and he's having so much
Are
fun.
they their names?
Yeah?
Is that their names?
Yeah. Well, they don't have any names.
Right, okay.
And they're having so much fun, and then when he gets back, he doesn't want to leave them.
Oh.
But I thought that he was like imagining or maybe sleeping, because when he gets back, it's like he hasn't even gone out of the house.
Right, like the time hasn't passed or anything.
Yeah. And also at the end of the book, he's sleeping. And do you mind if I just quickly look? Because I've got this. Because he has a lying bed cover. He has a snuggly bear toy, and he has an elephant book.
Yes.
So yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Ta-da!
Da 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 da. Bang!
So, what are you going to give that out of 10?
I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Big fan of Sophie's, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, just before we go out, I'm going to talk about this book here that I'm reading at the moment. It's called Hannah and the Hollow Tree by J.A. Brownie. And let me just find the illustrator. I know it's in his thing here. Where? And illustrated by Darren Holmes.
Darren Holmes.
And also, it has 42 chapters in this book. And I'm on chapter 12.
So you'll be finished it by tomorrow then?
No. I'm on chapter 12, Daddy.
Yeah.
12 and something equals 42. What number is that?
Sorry, what?
12 and something equals 42. What is that something?
That means you've got 30 chapters left. 30 chapters.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I was expecting you to talk about the book. That's why I took a
I
drink.
haven't finished it.
I know you haven't finished it. What about what's it about? What can you tell us so far?
Her mum, Hannah's mum, and her have got to the hospital because Hannah's mum is Hannah's nan is ill.
Right.
And she doesn't know where she is right now. So yeah, that's all I can tell you about it.
Okay. It's better than nothing, I suppose.
Yes.
You enjoyed it so far?
Yeah.
And you got it signed as well?
Yes.
How'd you get it signed?
Because I got it from the author.
Oh. How'd you get it from the author?
Because she sent it to me.
Can't say anything more than that, really, can I?
And also, before we end this episode, I'll just say again my YouTube channel.
Well, if they're watching this, they're on your YouTube channel.
What?
If they're listening to this, then you can hopefully watch this on the YouTube channel.
This whatever is on the background.
That's right. So,
because I don't know what's going to be on the background because we have a green screen at the moment.
Stop telling me we got a green screen.
It's behind the scenes, Daddy. I'm trying to teach them how the real world works.
Okay. Is there anything else? Any other?
Also, it's called Alice's Magical Library.
That's right, on YouTube. Is there nothing else you want to talk about?
And it's not on YouTube Kids. And it's made for kids.
But it's not on YouTube Kids.
No, it's not on YouTube Kids.
Okay. Don't know why, but okay. Why is it not on YouTube Kids?
Because I don't have YouTube Kids. I have YouTube.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we end the episode?
I don't think so.
No?
Or maybe Bluey.
No, we don't need to talk about Bluey again.
This episode of Bluey is called Alice's Magical Podcast.
So, you don't want to talk about what you're playing at the moment?
Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
And I've nearly finished it. I'm just at Lost Kingdom.
Yeah.
Which is Princess Peach's Mario.
Yeah.
I mean, Princess Peach's Castle. I call it Princess Peach's Mario.
Yeah.
Because, see, she didn't even want to marry Mario. No,
she didn't say she didn't want to marry him. She was just like, maybe after what's just happened, she doesn't want to get married just yet.
No.
And also that means there's another game in the works. So.
Also, Bowser got up and a cane and said, "Marry me." Then Mario picked up, that speed flower. He said, "Marry," and then they were just flying over, and they were like,
That's right.
Then a hatch went off into the Odyssey, and Mario got there, and Cappy doesn't want to leave Mario.
Yeah. It's gonna be a sad day, Alice, when Cappy leaves. Love Cappy, don't you?
Yeah, I love Cappy.
It's so annoying. But you've been enjoying Mario Odyssey?
Yeah, I have.
I've had to help you a few times, haven't I?
Yeah.
But
you had to defeat Bowser for me.
That's what a daddy's gotta do.
Even though I had to turn into him with all those memories.
It's fun, wasn't it?
Mm. Yeah, but I didn't like it when we had to go into that little tube and it was the old Mario because the bits kept on falling. And we did. We did.
Too slow.
Hey, we're not too slow. Mummy did it.
Whatever. What about any films you're looking forward to that are coming out?
I'm watching this British award things and I can't wait to watch the rest of that.
The Brit Awards, yep. You're watching the Brit Awards, yeah. Any films you're looking forward to coming out? Cruella?
That's more for adults.
You're not going to watch that?
I am, just it's a bit more for the grown-up size. Even though you're nearly as tall as me, look.
You're a tiny dot. What do you mean?
Look,
just because you're sitting on a taller chair than me.
Your head is there, and your head is so here to here.
Yeah, and your chair is also much taller than mine.
My shoulder is further than your shoulder.
This is the logic behind everything. What about Minions? You looking forward to Minions too?
I never watched Minions.
You have watched Minions. Minions was the first film you went to see at the cinema.
Minions.
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 And Boss Baby 2 comes out next year.
Oh, cool. I did whisper at school about Boss Baby too.
Yeah, it comes out next year.
Cool.
So there's not really any films you want to see? No?
Well, I can't think of any.
Just watch Raya and the Last Dragon again.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
So let's wrap it up. Let's wrap up the royal red carpet.
What red carpet?
The red carpet which leads to the computer.
Okay.
So, I hope you really enjoyed this episode, and I can't wait to see you soon, or you hear me soon, and that you have a very nice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I don't know. What? Saturday, Sunday. And I hope to see you very, very soon. Bye.
You forget the days of the week just then.
No, I was trying to put my fingers all the way into the camera.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.